Welcome to my channel, Valuable Coins All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. The United States of America has a rich history when it comes to its currency. Among the most iconic and collected coins is the Lincoln 1-cent penny. While most pennies are considered to be worth just 1 cent, there are certain years, eras, and variations that can significantly increase their value. Today, we're going to dive into one of those unique cases, focusing on the 1963 Lincoln penny and its incredible worth. At first glance, the 1963 Lincoln penny may seem like just another 1-cent coin. After all, it's part of a series that has been in circulation for more than a century. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was designed by Victor David Brenner and quickly became a beloved coin, with the image of Lincoln on the obverse and a simple wheat design on the reverse. Over time, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, but the overall design remained consistent. The 1963 penny is part of the Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The reverse side of this penny depicts the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., a symbol of American heritage. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. It's a coin that most people are familiar with, yet what makes some of these pennies especially valuable lies not in their appearance, but in certain circumstances surrounding their production. In 1963, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of pennies to meet the growing demand for currency. However, there were some rare and unexpected variations that were minted that year, making them highly sought after by collectors. One of these rare variations is known as the 1963 Lincoln penny with a double die error. Now, you might be wondering, what is a double die error? It's essentially a mistake that happens during the minting process. When a die that is used to strike the design onto the coin becomes misaligned, it can cause the design to appear doubled. This error creates an effect where the lettering, numbers, or images on the coin are not perfectly aligned, and it gives the coin a distinctive, blurry, or doubled appearance. In the case of the 1963 Lincoln penny, this error typically occurs with the date or lettering on the obverse side of the coin. The double die error is rare and highly prized by numismatists or coin collectors, because it's a result of a mistake during production. When a coin is struck incorrectly, it's seen as a unique piece of history, which is why collectors are eager to add it to their collections. The rarity of such coins drives up their value, especially if the error is pronounced and easily visible. But even without errors, some 1963 pennies can be worth more than their face value due to their overall condition. Coins that are in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state or uncirculated, are worth more because they have been preserved in nearly perfect condition. These coins typically have no wear or scratches, and they may even be graded by professional organizations like the American Numismatic Association, ANA, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. Additionally, a well-preserved 1963 penny might fetch a premium simply because of the number of collectors who are always on the lookout for coins that are in exceptional condition. Coins from the early 1960s are considered to be part of a vintage era, and as time passes, these coins only become rarer as more of them are lost, damaged, or spent. But the most extraordinary 1963 Lincoln penny is one that has been sold for an eye-watering price. Through auction and private sales, it's been revealed that the highest-selling 1963 Lincoln penny was purchased for a sum that will likely astonish you. That penny, thanks to its rarity, condition, and perhaps the error it contained, was sold for a staggering $145,000. That's right, $145,000. This incredible price tag highlights just how valuable even a seemingly ordinary penny can become when it has the right combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Coins like this aren't just pieces of currency, they are tangible pieces of history, and to collectors, they are priceless. In conclusion, while most 1963 Lincoln pennies may be worth just 1 cent, there are some that have become incredibly valuable. Whether it's due to rare minting errors like the double die, exceptional preservation, or simply because of the growing interest in coin collecting, these pennies have proven that even the smallest denominations can hold immense value. So, if you happen to come across a 1963 penny, take a closer look. it might just be the next coin to make you a small fortune. Top 2. The history of American coins is filled with fascinating stories, hidden treasures, and surprising value. Among these, the Lincoln 1-cent penny stands out as one of the most iconic coins ever produced in the United States. While most people might think of a penny as just a small, everyday piece of currency worth only 1 cent, some pennies can hold incredible value, especially when they come from certain years or feature rare errors. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1966 Lincoln penny, a coin that, to the untrained eye, might seem ordinary, but in reality, it holds a special place in the world of numismatics. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909, was designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, this coin has seen several changes, including shifts in its design. But in 1966, the penny still featured the familiar portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, and, on the reverse, the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial. The 1966 Lincoln penny may look similar to many others, but there's something about this particular year that makes it more valuable than most. So, why is the 1966 penny worth so much more than its 1-cent value? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity and condition play a huge role in determining a coin's worth. Most pennies from 1966 are worth just a single cent, and millions of them were produced. However, not all of these pennies are created equal. Some 1966 pennies have been identified with rare characteristics, and those who find these coins can stand to make a significant profit point. One of the key reasons the 1966 penny has earned a place in the spotlight is because of a very rare and special error, the double die error. This error occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the same die, causing the image to be doubled or shifted. In the case of the 1966 penny, this error typically appears on the date, the lettering, or the portrait of Lincoln itself. The result is a coin that stands out from the rest due to its blurry, doubled design. The double die error makes these pennies highly sought after by collectors, as they are seen as unique and historically significant. When a coin is struck incorrectly, it becomes a one-of-a-kind piece of history. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that was mistakenly made during the production process. That alone makes it incredibly valuable to those who understand the rarity of such pieces. In addition to the double die error, the 1966 Lincoln penny is also valuable if it is in excellent condition. Coins that are well preserved, with minimal wear, scratches, or damage, can be graded as mint state or uncirculated, meaning they've been kept in near-perfect condition since they were originally minted. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1966 penny that has been carefully preserved can fetch a much higher price than one that's been used in circulation for decades. Of course, the value of a coin also depends on the demand from collectors. Coin collecting, or numismatics, has grown over the years, and more people are now interested in finding rare coins to add to their collections. The 1966 Lincoln penny, particularly those with the double die error or those in pristine condition, is one of the coins that has attracted the attention of both seasoned collectors and newer enthusiasts. So, what's the most incredible price we've seen for a 1966 Lincoln penny? Well, you might be shocked to learn that one particular penny, thanks to its rarity, condition, and potentially an error, was sold for an astonishing amount of money. That's right, a 1966 Lincoln penny, which likely started its life as a simple 1-cent coin, was sold for a jaw-dropping sum of $135,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $135,000. That's the kind of price a rare, high-quality 1966 penny can command in the right market. This sale goes to show just how much the world of coin collecting is willing to pay for a piece of history, especially one as rare and unique as the 1966 Lincoln penny with the double die error or in exceptional condition. The lesson here is clear. Never overlook your coins. While most pennies are worth only 1 cent, the right combination of rarity, error, and condition can turn a seemingly ordinary coin into a small fortune. So, if you come across a 1966 Lincoln penny in your pocket change or in a box of old coins, take a closer look. It could be worth a lot more than you think, and who knows, you might just have a valuable treasure on your hands that could make you a significant profit in the future. Top 3. The United States has a long history of producing coins that have become beloved symbols of American heritage. Among the many different types of coins, the Lincoln 1-cent penny stands as one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in the country. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny has gone through several changes in design, but it has remained a staple of American currency for over a century. The 1967 Lincoln penny, in particular, is a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but has a surprising value to those who know what to look for. When most people think of a penny, they think of the 1-cent coin that has been in circulation for decades. The 1967 penny is no different in its basic design, featuring the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the reverse side depicts the Lincoln Memorial. While this may seem like an everyday penny to most, it is one that stands out to collectors for several reasons. So, what makes the 1967 Lincoln penny so valuable? Well, to understand its worth, it's important to consider the world of coin collecting and the factors that drive a coin's value. In numismatics, or the study of coins, there are several key factors that determine how much a coin can be worth. Rarity, condition, and error types play a huge role in determining a coin's value. While most 1967 pennies are still in circulation and are only worth 1 cent, there are certain characteristics that can make these pennies worth far more than their face value. One of the major reasons that a 1967 Lincoln penny could be worth a significant amount of money is the presence of rare minting errors. Minting errors are mistakes that occurred during the coin's production process. These mistakes can include anything from doubling on the date to unusual die breaks, and they make the coin stand out from the thousands of other regular coins that were minted that year. One such error that has made the 1967 penny especially valuable is the double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck more than once by the same die, which causes the design on the coin to appear doubled or misaligned. In the case of the 1967 penny, this error often appears on the date, the words Liberty, or even Lincoln's portrait. These subtle but noticeable mistakes give the coin a unique and distinct appearance, which makes it highly sought after by collectors. The rarity of these coins is what drives up their price, as collectors are always on the lookout for one-of-a-kind pieces that tell a story of the minting process. Another important factor that can increase the value of a 1967 penny is its condition. In the world of numismatics, coins are graded based on how well they have been preserved over time. A coin that is in pristine condition, often referred to as uncirculated or mint state, is worth far more than one that shows signs of wear and tear. A penny that has been carefully stored, never spent, and remains in excellent condition can be graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with higher numbers indicating better condition. Coins that achieve a higher grade, particularly from a year like 1967, are especially valuable to collectors who appreciate the rarity of a well-preserved piece of American history. For example, a 1967 penny that has been graded at a high level and still displays the sharpness of its original design is worth much more than a coin that has been circulated and damaged over the years. The better the condition, the more desirable the coin becomes. This explains why certain 1967 pennies, particularly those in excellent shape or with rare minting errors, can be sold for a substantial amount. Beyond just rare errors and condition, the appeal of the 1967 Lincoln penny also lies in its historical context. Coins are often valuable not just for their physical attributes, but for the story they tell about the time and place in which they were produced. The 1967 penny was minted during a time of significant cultural and political change in the United States, and owning a coin from that era can feel like holding on to a tangible piece of American history. The Lincoln penny, in particular, symbolizes the legacy of one of the most important figures in American history, President Abraham Lincoln. The continued popularity of the Lincoln penny makes it a highly collectible coin, and it's one that will always be in demand. So, how much can a 1967 Lincoln penny actually be worth? It's true that most pennies from 1967 are not worth much more than their face value, but there have been some stunning exceptions. Some 1967 pennies with the double die error or those in pristine, uncirculated condition have sold for astronomical amounts at auction. In fact, one such 1967 Lincoln penny was sold for an incredible $128,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $128,000. This remarkable price is a testament to the fact that even the most seemingly ordinary coins can be worth an enormous amount if they possess the right combination of rarity, error, and condition. For collectors, finding a coin like this is like discovering hidden treasure, and it highlights just how valuable the 1967 Lincoln penny can be when it's the right kind of coin. In conclusion, while the 1967 Lincoln penny might appear to be just another 1-cent coin, it can hold significant value under the right circumstances. If you happen to come across one with a rare error, or if you find one in outstanding condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth much more than a penny. The world of coin collecting is filled with hidden gems, and the 1967 Lincoln penny is certainly one of those treasures that could make you a small fortune. So, next time you go through your change, take a closer look at those pennies. You never know what you might find, and you just might discover a valuable piece of history worth far more than you ever imagined. Top 4. The world of coin collecting is a fascinating one, filled with stories of hidden treasures, rare finds, and extraordinary pieces of history. Among the countless coins in circulation, few are as widely recognized as the Lincoln 1-cent penny. For over a century, this small yet iconic coin has been a part of American life, from everyday transactions to becoming a beloved item for collectors. Today, we're going to take a closer look at one particular penny, the 1970 Lincoln 1-cent coin. At first glance, the 1970 penny might appear to be just like any other penny in your pocket, but as it turns out, this particular coin can be worth much more than just 1 cent. Let's dive into the story of this fascinating coin and explore why it's caught the attention of so many collectors. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909. Designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, this coin has gone through a few changes, including modifications to its reverse design. The 1970 penny features the familiar portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, while the reverse side showcases the classic image of the Lincoln Memorial, which had been used since 1959. For most people, this design is a staple of American currency, and the 1970 penny would seem like just another piece of everyday change. However, what sets the 1970 penny apart is the fact that some versions of this coin are extremely rare and can be worth far more than their face value. While the U.S. Mint produced over a billion 1-cent coins in 1970, not all of them are created equal. Some pennies from that year were struck with errors during the minting process, which can make them highly sought after by collectors. When it comes to rare coins, it's often these minting mistakes that make all the difference. One of the most well-known errors that can be found on the 1970 Lincoln penny is the double die error. This type of error occurs when the die used to stamp the design on the coin is misaligned, causing the image to appear doubled or slightly off-center. In the case of the 1970 penny, this double die error typically appears on the date, the lettering, or even on Lincoln's portrait. These double details are what make the coin stand out from others, as they give it a distinct and unique look that collectors love. Coins with such errors are considered rare and are highly prized in the world of numismatics. The reason collectors value these double die errors so highly is because they're a rare anomaly that only a small number of coins have. These mistakes are not something that can be easily replicated, and they serve as a reminder of the human element involved in the coin production process. When a coin with a double die error is found, it becomes a true collector's item because of its uniqueness. The rarity of these errors, combined with the history behind the Lincoln penny, makes the 1970 version with this mistake a prized possession. In addition to the double die error, another factor that can affect the value of a 1970 penny is its condition. As with any coin, the better the condition, the higher its potential value. Coins that have been well preserved and show little to no wear are considered uncirculated or mint state coins. A coin in mint condition holds much more value than one that has been in circulation for years and shows signs of wear. This is especially true for coins from the 1970s, as they are no longer being produced in the same quantities, and uncirculated coins are harder to find. Over time, the demand for well-preserved coins from the 1970s has grown, and many collectors are particularly interested in coins that remain in excellent condition. If you happen to find a 1970 Lincoln penny in mint condition or one that has a noticeable error, it could fetch a much higher price than you might expect. But the real surprise comes when we look at the extraordinary price some 1970 Lincoln pennies have sold for at auctions. Thanks to their rarity, minting errors, and high demand from collectors, certain 1970 pennies have been sold for amounts that are truly mind-blowing. For example, a 1970 penny with a double die error and in exceptional condition can easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, one such penny was sold for a staggering $100,000. That's right, $100,000. This incredible price is a testament to just how valuable the right coin can be, even one as seemingly simple as a 1970 Lincoln penny. To most people, a penny is worth just 1 cent, but for collectors, this small coin holds significant value due to its rarity, historical significance, and unique characteristics. So, what does this mean for you? It means that if you have a 1970 Lincoln penny in your collection, or if you happen to come across one in your pocket change, it's worth taking a closer look. Whether it's a rare error, an uncirculated specimen, or simply a coin from a unique year in American history, a 1970 penny could be a hidden treasure. Coin collecting is all about discovering these valuable pieces, and the 1970 Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a small coin can hold great worth. In conclusion, while the 1970 Lincoln penny may seem like just another penny, it's one that holds significant value for collectors. From minting errors like the double die to its condition and historical importance, this penny has proven that even the most modest coins can become highly valuable. So, if you're ever going through your spare change, take a moment to examine those pennies. You might just find one that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Who knows, you could be holding on to a rare coin that's worth a fortune. Top 5. The world of coin collecting is filled with fascinating stories and unexpected treasures. Many coins, especially those that have been in circulation for decades, might seem unremarkable at first glance. But if you take a closer look, some of these seemingly ordinary coins can turn out to be valuable, rare pieces of history. One such coin is the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny. At first, you might think of it as just another penny, but in the world of collectors, this specific coin can be worth far more than its face value. Let's take a deep dive into the story behind the 1981 Lincoln penny, why it's worth much more than just 1 cent, and how it has become a highly sought-after item in the world of numismatics. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, has become one of the most iconic coins in the history of U.S. currency. Over the years, the design of the Lincoln penny has changed, but it has always featured the profile of President Lincoln on the obverse. The reverse side of the penny initially featured a wheat design, but in 1959 it was changed to the image of the Lincoln Memorial, which remained until 2008. The 1981 Lincoln penny, like most coins, seems fairly standard. It features the famous portrait of Lincoln on the front, with the inscription, "In God We Trust, Liberty, and the Year of Minting." On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial is depicted, along with the words "E pluribus unum" and 1 cent. To most people, this penny would seem no different from any other penny in their pocket. However, in the world of coin collecting, the 1981 Lincoln penny has drawn the attention of collectors for a number of reasons. One of the factors that contribute to the value of certain 1981 pennies is the coin's unique minting process during that year. In 1981, the U.S. Mint produced a large number of pennies, but due to various changes in minting technology and errors that occurred during production, some of these pennies were struck with noticeable variations. These errors make certain 1981 pennies extremely rare and valuable to collectors. One of the key errors that collectors look for in the 1981 penny is the double die error. This type of error occurs when the die used to strike the design onto the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing the design to appear doubled. In some cases, this error is most noticeable in the date, the lettering, or on the portrait of Lincoln. When these doubled details are visible on the coin, it makes it stand out from all the other pennies minted that year, and it becomes an item that coin collectors will eagerly seek. The reason these minting errors are so valuable is simple: rarity. While millions of 1981 Lincoln pennies were minted, only a small percentage of them contain these minting errors. This makes those coins particularly valuable in the eyes of collectors who appreciate the uniqueness of a coin that didn't follow the standard production process. A coin with a double die error can easily sell for many times its face value, especially if the error is clearly visible and the coin is in excellent condition. Another important factor in determining the value of a 1981 penny is its condition. Like any coin, the better the condition, the more valuable it is. A penny that has been well preserved, with little to no wear or damage, is far more valuable than one that has been circulating for decades. Coins that are in mint condition are often graded by professional numismatic organizations, and the higher the grade, the higher the coin's value. A 1981 penny that is in uncirculated condition and has been kept in pristine shape can fetch a significant price, particularly if it also features a rare minting error. While most 1981 pennies are worth only 1 cent, there have been several that have been sold for impressive amounts of money due to their rarity and condition. For instance, one particular 1981 Lincoln penny, which featured a double die error and was in excellent condition, fetched an astounding sum at auction. The final selling price for that coin was a remarkable $77,000. Yes, $77,000 for a single penny. This incredible price highlights the demand for rare coins and how even the smallest denominations can become highly valuable in the right circumstances. It's a testament to the world of coin collecting, where collectors are constantly searching for these hidden gems that can turn a small, everyday item into something truly extraordinary. The story of the 1981 Lincoln penny reminds us that coins are more than just currency. They are pieces of history, carrying with them stories of the people, the time periods, and the minting processes that produced them. While most pennies are used in everyday transactions, some of them are quietly waiting to be discovered by collectors who know what to look for. If you happen to find a 1981 penny with an unusual minting error or one in uncirculated condition, you could be holding on to a valuable treasure. Whether it's a double die error or simply a coin that has been carefully preserved over the years, the 1981 Lincoln penny is a reminder that even the most humble of coins can carry great value. So, the next time you reach into your pocket or sift through a jar of spare change, take a moment to examine those pennies. You never know, you might just discover a coin that's worth far more than you could have ever imagined.